Hello YouTube. So those clips just at the beginning of the video there, you saw that school. That's where I started my walk today, and I didn't film too much back there because it's just sort of busy roads and lots of traffic, really noisy. But now I'm coming up the sort of more rural path. The video will begin. So basically, as the title suggests, I'm doing the Letchworth Greenway, which is a 13.6 mile track that goes all the way around, encompassing Letchworth Garden City. It might sound like quite a distance to some, but it's very well groomed. As you can see, it's pretty much like this, and it's mostly flat. It should be flat. Been meaning to do it for a while, but just haven't had the chance. And Issa's having her baby shower today, so I had to get out of the house, make myself scarce. Did have other things planned, but that fell through, so here we are. And I'm quite happy about it. I think it's a nice day, nice enough. There's going to be spitting. It was spitting when I left the house. It's quite warm and muggy, but at the same time, it's not like the sun's beating down oppressively and you know, boiling hot. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm planning to get 7 kilometers done, have a break, do another 7 kilometers, have a break, at which point I know I should have about 7 kilometers left, because it's about 21 kilometers give or take, just officially. And then at the end, those last 7 kilometers, I can do it all in one or break it up a bit, whatever, see how I feel at the time. Hopefully I might even stop off somewhere about 3/4 of the way around or more. I know there's a pub quite close to the track, so I might even treat myself there. I have had problems in my left knee with tendonitis a few times before, and it's this kind of walk that tends to give it jip, because it's that sort of, it's a fair distance and it's that monotony, you know. Although it's flat ground, it's just that stepping. It's not like going over more natural terrain or up mountains where you're always doing something different with your feet and your legs. It's just step for hours. But I've done quite a lot of exercises to try and improve my knee strength and stuff. I'm still working on it, but hopefully that will help and everything will hold up. Trying to do sort of quite far, not super fast, I'm not like jogging or anything, but just walk a bit more brisk, get those 7 kilometers smashed out, and then have a little rest. So not the most beautiful part of the countryside here, because there's Sewage Works there. I don't know if you can see it through here. There you go, just over there. Looks like water slides and stuff, but unfortunately it's Sewage Works. So yeah, but there is a field on this side. A few sheepy. This is about as bad as it gets. The odd puddle, a little bit of mud. A bit more like it, eh? Getting out to the countryside a bit more now. Yeah, I mean, there will be a few sections where there's quite a bit of road. That's just the nature of this kind of circular path around a town, you know. It always ends up a bit like that, kind of semi-rural, suburby type of walk. But I do quite like these sometimes, because it's true rambling, you know. We are called rambler maniacs, and it's true rambling. It's not like, yeah, let's go for a walk and then you go up a mountain, which is brilliant, but it's not really walking. You're kind of scrambling, you know. This is just pure walking. You can do a bit of distance, go a bit faster, don't have to think too much about where you're going. And yes, kind of a different thing. It's part of the same idea, you know, hiking, walking, rambling, trekking, backpacking, whatever you want to call it. There's a few sort of sub-genres in there, aren't there? I like it all. But this is kind of what we started with. You know, you've got all the poppies lining, so you can get in there. Poppies lining the field around here. Right, I have a little snack while I'm walking along. Remember these when you were a kid? Tiny little packs of raisins. I used to love these when I was a kid. What were they? Sun-made. These are the Aldi ones, but yeah, brilliant little snack for the trail. Just a little bit of sugar. Got a bit of fibre in them too. You can just munch them walking along. Haven't eaten these in years. It might be quite confusing. See, that sign says Greenway, which is what I'm doing. But I've seen a few signs say the Green Wheel. I don't know if that's the same thing or something different. Whether it just follows a bit of the Greenway, I don't know. But yeah, you have to be a little bit careful of that, I suppose. My watch says I've done 5 kilometres. My phone says, yeah, 4.9. Well, I had to walk from my house to join onto the Greenway, so I don't know. I don't know how far that is. It's not a kilometre, but I might call it a kilometre. To be hard, just I definitely get, you know, more than 7 kilometres done before I break. We'll see how I feel, but yeah, we're making good pace, I think. Yeah, so I've been using View Ranger all this time with an OS Maps subscription, and now it seems they've merged with Outdoor Active, I think it's called. Might have got that wrong. But anyway, so I had to download that app, and that's where they're going to be doing all the updates from now on. And you just sort of merge your accounts, transfer over, and it's a little bit different. So I'm hoping I've pressed the right button to record my track today. It doesn't really say record or anything like that. It just sort of says navigation. So that's what I've done. We'll see how it turns out. But it's more for my own reference. If you want to do this walk, you can find maps, pictures, descriptions, GPX files, everything. It's a pretty popular route. And the good thing about this walk is that I can add it onto our Walks in Hertfordshire playlist. Woohoo! Which is where it all started, really. I'm not sure how many years we've been doing this. A few years, I think. Obviously it's just me at the moment because this is heavily preggers, but you know, it's been a slow burn. It's not like I've seen other channels which I quite frankly think are much lesser quality. Not you know, knocking anyone, fair play to them, but I've seen them fly up to 1,000 subscribers in the first year easy. So I don't know what they're doing, but anyway, we do it for the fun of it, and if we get the views and subscribers, even better. Oh, there's a spa here, look. Why wasn't I made aware of this? Never knew about that. Well, coming down this kind of gravelly farm track, I think pretty soon it's going to be a bit roady. Looks like we're going towards a dual carriageway. Not sure what one it is actually. And then you kind of go alongside that for a while, so might not be able to film much or say much because it's going to be noisy, I guess, but we'll see what it's like. Loads of garlic mustard along here. Not the kind of garlic mustard you want to pick and eat really when it's just by the side of a pathway, I suppose. All animals around and stuff. So the main road's there, you can probably hear it, and just ahead, coming down to the train line as well, which we've got to kind of go down and around a bit to find a crossing over. I've done my 7 kilometres. Oh, there is a little bench here actually, but it's not a particularly nice place to stop for lunch because that bloody racket. So I'm just going to see if it gets a bit better as we cross the train line, find somewhere a bit nicer. Now, I don't know if you can see that on there, but the pink line, it comes down here, and it goes around and then back on the track again and then carries on. I don't see the point in that, because there is a green dotted line there, which means there's a track, which means I can just cut all that out, which I wouldn't do if it was important, but all it does is go up to past a farm and a school, which seems a bit pointless. So, you know, I'm just going to try and carry on through there, because I need to find somewhere to eat lunch. So this is why, see, that way you can go for walking, no cycling. So the Greenway can go that way as well. So that's the reason for that little diversion bit, but as I'm walking, I can ignore that, just because they don't want bikes coming through here. It must be a permissive walking path, I suppose. Anyway, good news for me. Oh, finally got away from that bloody road. So noisy. Not the most pleasant part of the walk, to be honest. I spotted that on the map before I went. I thought, oh, there's a lot of kind of road bit there. Gotten away from it a bit. Oh, there is a bench here. It's a bit high and a bit rotten. Nah, might just sit on the floor, but I'm going to stop very soon. 10 kilometres done without a break, so what it does mean is I'm the best part of halfway, so I can sit down for a good amount of time, have lunch and just chill out and know that, you know, I'm almost halfway sort of thing. So the next two sections are going to be a lot shorter, or a bit shorter, so that takes the edge off of it a bit. Can't really see much up ahead, so I might just plonk myself next to the path on the grass here, to be honest. Here we are, edge of a field. So take the shoes and the socks off. In my bag I have a bag, and in that bag is an Empower Yourself Mike Tyson collection. B vitamins, taurine, caffeine. I don't normally drink this shit. It's terrible. Oh, black energy. Oh, so this is Mike Tyson's energy drink, black energy. Yeah, I got it cheap, and I thought might be giving me the little extra helping hand I need on this walk. But snacks, and one I made earlier, a bit of pasta, tomato sauce, and Polish smoked sausage. A gander at that. Quick shout out to my friend John, who's been an avid follower, our #1 fan since we started. Quite a cynical person, so it's quite an odd person to be to be so supportive, but he has been. So thanks, John. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a Swiss? I think it's Swiss Alpenflage camo cap, army surplus. I bought this because it's quite warm today and it's really thin. And it scrunches up into nothing. And a classic snack bag from the Salcantay trek that we did in Peru a few years ago now. Still got them. Okay, there's my lunch spot. Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely. Anyway, right, let's carry on. Do feel quite brr now after that lunch. Have to do a bit of walking, sort of burn it off, and let the food settle down a bit. But yeah, coming up to quite a sort of urban bit, I think. Again, like a school sports ground here, and they're going around the edge of an estate. So not a very good review for this new outdoor active app, to be honest. It had me stuck there, so I carried on walking trying to find this left turn because it showed that I was there, but I was actually already here. So I carried on walking down. I thought, this isn't right, I've got houses to my left. So I came back up and I well, I came back up to here and I found the sign that said Greenway, turn left. Now, it was stuck here for ages. It was showing which way I was pointing, but it wasn't following me down to here. And now it just caught up and it's drawn a straight line straight across there. So, yeah, not very good. View Ranger was always really reliable, so it's a shame. Hope this is not a step backwards for View Ranger. Road noise again. On a bench next to a busy main road. This is a part of the Greenway that's been badly designed, I think. I'll put a picture up of the map and you can see that it shoots off to the left just to go out and walk alongside the bloody dual carriageway. Or busy main road, whatever it is. And I don't really see the point in that, because you can see that there's other ways around it where you can come in a bit, go through the little village, little estate with a nice pub in it. I should have gone that way, could have had a pint or half a pint in that nice pub. It sort of diverts away just to walk alongside the road. I think they should change that, really. There's plenty of sort of open land around there. I'm sure they could figure something out with the farmers. A lot of the Greenway has been thought of in a sense of making it suitable for bicycles. So I suppose if you're walking, you can kind of change it a bit, which I should have done. But anyway. So I'm going slightly off track, turning right instead of left, going up this road a bit to go and have a swift half in the pub. I just see some old guy that asked me if I want a hand with directions. I said, just wanted to know how far the pub is. He said, oh yeah, it's not far, and you can actually there's a joining path where you can get back onto the Greenway again from the pub. So he's obviously done it himself before, so thanks to that guy. So that little diversion to the pub, 3 horseshoes, just means that I had to walk down a bit of road. Now I'm walking beside a road on one side and a field on the other. Well, I haven't missed out on much. The official route was just like down and across some fields, so probably not a lot different to what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I did go to the Fox, I think it was called the Fox something first. More of a foodie pub, looked really nice actually, but they were like, oh, we'll have to clear a table for you and all that. I was like, don't worry about it, I just wanted a swift half. So I went to the 3 horseshoes down the road, which was a bit more of a pubby pub, and yeah, it's got a quick half there, quick half of muscle relaxant. And that will do me. I'll still feel alright, a few little twinges, bit of tightness, my left ankle, my right hip flexor, but nothing too bad. The old knee feels fine. So, onwards. The great challenge is before us. Do not slip over. Don't break, don't break. Okay. We made it. So this part of the Greenway seems to be really confusing, because I was back there, come out of a field onto this road, and then there was another path similar to this back there, puddles and mud and very narrow, which is fine for me, but it makes me think that it's not really the official Greenway, because it's made for bikes as well, as I've said, and all along it's been like a really well groomed wide path, and then suddenly there's this. Yeah, battery died. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. I don't know if it's been moved and my version of the route is older version, or what's happened. The Outdoor Active app hasn't been great either, to be honest. It's been losing my position and not following me very well, so I don't know if that's put me off a bit as well. Just noticed. I think that's giant hogweed. I think, because it's got purple stem and it's quite tall. It hasn't got those huge flowers on it that people talk about. I've seen it, you know, say, oh, you could it's very distinctive because of the ginormous flowers on it, like dinner plates. But well, what if it's young? Then it's going to be smaller, isn't it? And if it's a normal hogweed that's old, then it could be quite big. So I don't know if size is really a way to tell. Like I say, if it hasn't been growing like that long, it's not going to be that big, is it? There is bike marks on here, there is tyre marks. So maybe that's just an awkward little bit or something. Seems a bit odd. There wasn't any signs for the Greenway, because mostly it sticks to the wide open paths. But because people were walking it as well, there's maybe little bits and pieces where people just created a cut through in the bushes, rather than walking all the way to the end of the road and then coming back on yourself, sort of thing. But I wouldn't say actually that this is a walk that you can entirely do without a map, either on your phone or paper map or whatever. I'm sure you can always figure it out and make your way. It's not like you're going to get lost. I mean, you're not in the middle of nature. But can be, yeah, some bits can get a little bit confusing. There was a bit where the path bent around to the left, and it was a very clear, well defined, well groomed path, and then there was the road and a very narrow path by the side of the field next to it. And all the way the Greenway has always been the most obvious path, but that one bit it wasn't. That very flat, nice, well groomed path was nothing to do with the Greenway. So you can't really, I was going to say that's a general rule, if you're not sure which one, take the most obvious one. Oh, I don't think you can say that actually. Check this out, look, just gone black. It's done that a couple of times today, so I think I have to zoom right out. There we go. Now it's found me again. It's found, well, it's found the map. Zoom in again. Where am I? Yeah. Bloody annoying. I'm just coming out into this little field bit. Oh, this is nice. A bit more open. There's a bench here. Let's have a little quick stop. Drinking a snack. What are we on now? 17.8 kilometres, my phone says. My watch, oh, I forgot to press play again at some point. Yeah, my watch doesn't know. So my phone says 17.8. It's the technology, you can't really rely on it. Yeah, looking at the map, there's not much left to do now, so might as well have another break and then just take a stroll back, take it a bit easy. But yeah, black screen. Happened a few times today. Not really that impressed, if I'm honest with you, about the performance of this new app. View Ranger seemed to function much better, but it looks like they're phasing out View Ranger and moving everything over to this new one. I might have to send him a message and see what's up. Maybe it's not very compatible with my phone, I don't know, but anyway, we'll make our way. We'll follow the wind. I'm going to try this oatmeal block and peanut butter from a ration pack. And actually, I can't see the date anymore, but I know it's out of date. I don't think it matters though. Crumbly oatmeal block. Spooge. It's so dry. It's so dry. Oh god. It's so dry. Let's get some ablutions kit out. Ablutions kit. How do you get your wet wipes and your tissues out your bag when your hands are already dirty? You're just putting your dirty hands on everything, aren't you? It's quite nice, but, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, it's very dry. It's so dry. Right then. Last section, I reckon there's about 3.5 kilometres left, I think. There's no sign on that map that those sort of picnic table and chairs are actually there. So it's saying I'm here, or I'm not. I'm like up here. So it hasn't caught up with all of this and I'm actually coming off of the main road onto the path again up here, and it thinks I'm still back down here. So this app is not working very well. I'm glad I'm not up in the mountains somewhere. And by the way, I just checked on Google Maps and that knows exactly where I am. So it's not my phone, it's not the GPS on my phone not being very good, it's that app. So I might have to send this to Outdoor Active and show them how badly their app is working. Oh, so the proper Greenway path is just up there along those bushes, along those that hedgerow. But that thing there is basically a tumulus, a burial mound, which they've just let overgrow with trees and stuff. So I've just come off the path onto this little bit on the edge of the field to see if I can actually get to it. I don't think there's going to be anything you can really see, but I like to kind of bag burial mounds as I go. Ah, we have found an entrance. Let's go inside. What have we got in here? The ancient mattress. Great. I mean, obviously people have been exploring in here. Oh, hang on. There's a fire pit. Circle of stones anyway. Come to think of it, this is a pretty cool place for a wild camp actually. It's got some good clearings. There's that one which would be good for a fire. And look at this, it's perfect. And being a ancestral burial mound, this is the kind of place I feel a bit of a spiritual connection of some sort. So to be able to do a wild camp here would be pretty cool. I wonder if I'd have like weird dreams and stuff. Visited by ancestors. Looks like people have had little fires around here, but overall it's not like the place has been completely destroyed, you know. It's not like trees have been completely burnt out, so I think it is teenagers. They haven't been too disrespectful. I've got a feeling it's not. I've got a feeling it's actually, I don't know. I'm interested to know now. Is it local pagans that have come to visit it and stayed the night? Or is it just teenagers? Either way, they haven't left loads of litter here and loads of crap. Normally a place like this where you see fires, people have been really disrespectful and just left loads of crap there. There's evidence of small fires and that's it. There's nothing else here. I mean, there's a little bit of rubbish about, but in fact there's some eggshells. There's eggshells. It looks like chicken's eggs, so looks like maybe someone's been here and cooked and stuff. Very, very interesting. Oh yeah, that was a bit cooler than I thought actually. You can actually get in and up on it. And some cool little clearings there. And it's not far from where I live, so I could come and have a spiritual wild camp. See if my dreams connect to the ancestors. Oh, yeah, hello, Mr. B. Well, I'm nearly back now. Over another field, over the train track, through some streets. Okay, coming up to back where we started on Icknield Way, the road Icknield Way. And Outdoor Active failed miserably. It's got me plotted a few kilometres back there. And it's stuck there for some strange reason. It's not following me anymore. Anyway, this will be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was a good walk. Enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. So dry.